Imagine an area where the veil between the natural and the supernatural is paper-thin, where strange occurrences are not only common but expected. This is the Bridgewater Triangle, a region in Massachusetts where the unexplained reigns supreme. UFO sightings, cryptid encounters, and ghostly apparitions have left witnesses baffled and fearful. But what are the most terrifying incidents to ever happen here? Today we dive into 5 of the most chilling events that make the Bridgewater Triangle America's Bermuda. Hello and welcome to another spine-tingling journey into the world of the unexplained. I'm your host, and today we'll uncover the chilling secrets of the Bridgewater Triangle. So grab a warm drink, get comfortable, and let's begin our descent into the unknown. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the most mysterious stories from around the world. And remember, stay safe, stay curious, and let's keep the discussion going on these unsolved mysteries. Because by keeping these stories alive, we just might help find some answers. The Bridgewater Triangle is a 200-square-mile area in southeastern Massachusetts, bordered by the towns of Abington, Rehoboth, and Freetown. Known as America's Bermuda Triangle, this area has become infamous for an overwhelming number of strange occurrences, including ghost sightings, UFO encounters, cryptid sightings, and even ancient Native American curses. The triangle itself encompasses small towns, forests, wetlands, and swamps. But at the heart of this mystery lies the Hookok Swamp, a dense, dark marshland that has become synonymous with the paranormal. What makes the Bridgewater Triangle so intriguing is not just the wide variety of bizarre reports but also the sheer volume of activity. 1. The abduction at Wampanoag Reservation. One of the most terrifying and widely discussed paranormal events within the Bridgewater Triangle happened in 1976, near the Wampanoag Reservation. A group of local teenagers reported seeing a series of lights flashing across the sky while camping near the Hookok Swamp, a dense and foreboding area long known for strange activity. According to their testimonies, the lights were not ordinary aircraft. They moved in erratic patterns and changed colors, hovering for minutes before disappearing behind the tree line. One of the teens, 16-year-old John Baker, was separated from the group. His friends described hearing a high-pitched, unearthly sound before finding John unconscious by a nearby rock. When he woke, he was disoriented and had no memory of what happened. Later, John experienced strange dreams of being abducted by tall, shadowy figures. To this day, his friends and others believe this was a classic case of extraterrestrial abduction. The case remains one of the most widely talked about UFO encounters within the Triangle. Adding to the mystery, other locals in the area had also reported seeing strange lights around the same time. Witnesses from neighboring towns corroborated the teenager's story, with many describing the lights as intelligent, reacting to movement and sounds. Local UFO researchers jumped on the case, claiming the region had been a hotbed for extraterrestrial sightings for years. Though local authorities investigated, they found no concrete evidence to explain the phenomenon, leaving the event shrouded in mystery. Furthermore, the Wampanoag Reservation holds historical significance, as it is considered sacred land by Native American tribes. Some researchers believe the area's rich spiritual energy may be connected to these unusual occurrences. Paranormal investigators have speculated that the land's energy might act as a beacon for otherworldly visitors. While skeptics dismiss this as folklore, those who have experienced the strange lights firsthand remain convinced that something beyond our understanding is happening in the Bridgewater Triangle. 2. The Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 44. Drivers on Route 44, which cuts through the heart of the Bridgewater Triangle, have been reporting the same terrifying encounter for decades. A phantom hitchhiker who disappears right before their eyes. The most famous account occurred in 1981 when a man named Jerry Lopez was driving late at night. He spotted a man on the side of the road, standing with his thumb out, asking for a ride. Jerry slowed down, but as he approached the figure, the hitchhiker vanished into thin air. Shaken, Jerry described the man as wearing old-fashioned clothes, possibly from the 1930s or 1940s. Similar reports have flooded in since, all describing the same man. A tall, gaunt figure with hollow eyes and an unsettling smile. Locals believe the hitchhiker is a restless spirit, possibly a victim of a hit-and-run accident from decades past. To this day, drivers continue to report seeing him, and some even claim they've heard him laughing as they pass by. There have been over 50 reported sightings of this phantom figure since the 1980s, each one eerily similar. The man is always described as wearing worn-out, dated clothing, and his face often carries an expression of sadness or confusion. What makes these encounters particularly unnerving is that many drivers claim the hitchhiker makes brief eye contact with them before vanishing, as if he's silently pleading for help. Some witnesses have even tried stopping their vehicles, only for the figure to completely disappear without a trace. Despite numerous investigations and interviews with those who claim to have seen the hitchhiker, no solid explanation has been found. Paranormal experts suggest that this ghostly figure may be caught in a time loop, a phenomenon where spirits repeatedly reenact moments from their lives or deaths. Others believe he could be the spirit of someone searching for closure, perhaps an unresolved tragedy connected to Route 44. Whatever the case, the Phantom Hitchhiker remains one of the most enduring and spine-chilling legends of the Bridgewater Triangle. 3. The Redheaded Ghost of Freetown State Forest. The Freetown Fall River State Forest, located within the Bridgewater Triangle, is a known hotspot for paranormal activity. One of the most chilling tales from the forest involves the red-headed ghost. Witnesses have described encountering a man with flaming red hair wandering the forest late at night. The ghostly figure appears disoriented and is often seen from a distance, but he never makes a sound. In 1998, a group of hikers encountered the red-headed figure while deep in the forest. As they approached him, he disappeared, leaving behind a chilling cold breeze. Local legends suggest that the ghost may be the spirit of a murder victim from the 1800s, who was killed and buried in an unmarked grave somewhere in the forest. Those who have seen the ghost often describe feelings of overwhelming sadness and dread, as if they are being watched. Further investigation into the history of the area revealed that Freetown State Forest has long been associated with tragedy and violence. In the 1970s and 1980s, the forest became infamous as a dumping ground for victims of organized crime and cult activity. The eerie silence of the forest and its dense foliage make it an ideal hiding place for dark deeds, leading many to believe that the red-headed ghost may be the restless soul of someone who met a violent end in the area. In addition to sightings of the ghost, paranormal investigators have reported numerous strange occurrences in the forest, including unexplained noises, cold spots, and sightings of shadowy figures. Some visitors have even claimed to feel as though they were being watched or followed, only to turn around and find no one there. Despite multiple ghost hunts and investigations, the red-headed ghost remains an elusive and mysterious presence, adding to the forest's reputation as one of the most haunted locations in the Bridgewater Triangle. 4. The creature of the Hookok Swamp. The Hookok Swamp is often referred to as the heart of the Bridgewater Triangle, and it is a place where reality and the supernatural blur. One of the most enduring legends of the swamp is that of a mysterious creature, often compared to Bigfoot. Dubbed the Bridgewater Creature, this cryptid has been sighted by multiple people over the years. In 1978, Police Sergeant Thomas Downey reported seeing a huge, bipedal creature while driving near the swamp. Downey described the creature as being at least 7 feet tall, covered in dark fur, and moving with incredible speed. When he stopped his car, the creature fled into the swamp, leaving large footprints in the mud. Similar sightings have occurred as recently as the 2000s, with witnesses claiming they've heard deep, guttural growls coming from within the dense marshland. Despite investigations, no concrete evidence of the creature has ever been found. The Hookok Swamp itself has long been regarded as a mystical and forbidden place by local Native American tribes. The name Hookok means place where spirits dwell, and many believe that the land is sacred and connected to otherworldly forces. Some researchers argue that the creature could be a manifestation of these spiritual energies or even a guardian of the swamp. Others, however, suggest a more cryptozoological explanation, believing that the creature may be a previously undiscovered species or a surviving relic from prehistoric times. More recent sightings have sparked renewed interest in the creature, with amateur investigators and cryptid enthusiasts venturing into the swamp in search of answers. While no definitive proof of the creature's existence has been found, the consistency of the reports and the swamp's mysterious history make it a tantalizing subject for further investigation. The Hookok Swamp remains one of the most enigmatic and foreboding locations within the Bridgewater Triangle, and the creature that allegedly inhabits it continues to capture the imagination of those who dare to explore its depths. 5. The Anawan Rock Hauntings. Perhaps one of the most spiritually charged locations in the Bridgewater Triangle is Anawan Rock, named after the Native American chief Anawan, who surrendered to the colonists at this site, marking the end of King Philip's War in the 1670s. It's said that the spirits of Anawan's warriors haunt the rock, forever trapped in a restless state. In 1996, a paranormal investigator named Bill Russo visited the site with a team. During their investigation, they heard what sounded like distant chanting and drumming. When they approached the rock, the sounds intensified, but no one was there. Later, audio recordings captured what appeared to be voices speaking in a language that was not English. Many believe these to be the voices of the long-dead Wampanoag warriors, whose spirits remain tied to the land. Further research into the history of King Philip's War revealed that Anawan Rock holds a deep significance for the Wampanoag people. The surrender of Chief Anawan marked not only the end of the war but also the beginning of a dark period for the Native American tribes of the region, many of whom were displaced or killed by the colonists. Some historians suggest that the hauntings at Anawan Rock may be a form of spiritual unrest, a way for the spirits of the fallen warriors to communicate their unresolved grievances. Paranormal experts have long been drawn to the site, and many have reported experiencing strange phenomena, such as sudden temperature drops and feelings of being watched. In addition to the hauntings, visitors to Anawan Rock have also reported seeing strange lights hovering above the site at night. These lights, often described as orbs or floating lanterns, are believed by some to be manifestations of the spirits or possibly even a form of energy tied to the land. Despite numerous investigations, the true nature of these lights remains unknown, further adding to the mystique and haunting allure of Anawan Rock. Despite decades of investigation, the Bridgewater Triangle continues to baffle paranormal researchers and enthusiasts. Recently, investigators have begun using advanced technology like thermal cameras and electromagnetic field detectors to capture evidence of the supernatural. Some of these modern investigations have yielded strange and unexplainable findings, yet no definitive answers. The mystery of the Bridgewater Triangle remains as strong as ever, drawing curiosity seekers, paranormal investigators, and skeptics alike to this enigmatic region. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the mysterious Bridgewater Triangle, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with your fellow mystery enthusiasts. Your support helps me bring more content like this to you. And as always, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, keep warm, keep safe, and keep the conversation going.